Welcome to Old School Chemistry. Today we're going to do the ALEKS topic, balancing chemical equations with non-interfering coefficients. This topic is not too bad. It's pretty easy. The reactions that they give you are straightforward. I first want to balance this using a method that will help students when they're new to balancing. Write down every element that you have in the reaction. So I have nitrogen and hydrogen. Notice that I wrote them underneath the yield sign. Then you're going to count the number of atoms on the reactant and the product side. I have 2 nitrogen on the reactant side, and the product side I only have 1. On the reactant side I have 2 hydrogen, and on the product side I have 3. Now remember, when we're balancing, there are 2 rules that drive this. The only thing that you can change are the coefficients, the big numbers that go in front of the compounds, the molar coefficients. And second, coefficients multiply. They distribute to that entire compound through multiplication. So as I look at this, I'm looking at these numbers and thinking multiplication. What am I going to have to multiply these by so that they're equal on the reactants and products? Remember, conservation of mass. The atoms you start with are going to be the atoms that you end with. Let's look at this. So I've got my hydrogen 2 and 3. I'm going to have to multiply this by 3 and that by 2 to get my smallest number. I'm going to put a 3 right here on my hydrogen. 3 times 2. Look how I do that. I cross out the 2 and I write the number 6. 6 total hydrogen. Over here I put a 2 because this will distribute. 2 times 3 will give me 6. I've got 6 hydrogen, 6 hydrogen. Now remember that coefficient distributes to the whole compound. So that 2 distributes to the nitrogen and the hydrogen. I go 2 times 1, it's understood to be 1 nitrogen, gives me 2 nitrogen. And look at that, we are balanced. 2 nitrogen, 6 hydrogen, 6 hydrogen. Now typing it in, because the nitrogen's a 1, you leave that blank. It's understood to be a 1. I'm going to type in the 3 for the hydrogen, the 2 for the ammonia, and we will check it. Okay, nice. Now, once you get good at this, and it won't take you long at all. You'll get really quick. You can balance these by inspection. That means you don't have to write out the atoms underneath the yield sign. You can do it in your head, go back and forth. And so I want to show you an example of balancing by inspection. I notice, so I am still assessing how many atoms I have on each side. 1 carbon, 2 carbons, 2 hydrogen, and 6 hydrogen. So I'm going to start with the carbon. I always leave hydrogen and oxygen for last. I've got 2 carbon, so I put a 2 here. 2 carbon, 2 carbon. Then I've got 6 hydrogen. I put a 3 right here. 3 times 2 is 6. 6 hydrogen, 6 hydrogen. Wow, we are done. So let's go ahead and type this in. I'll put the 2 in front of the carbon, the 3 in front of the hydrogen, and then the 1 on the C2H6, I can leave that. It's understood to be a 1 if you leave it. Let's go ahead and check it. Hooray, there it is. Wonderful job. Please like and subscribe. Thank you for being here. I'm super proud of you. Bye.